everything was ruined. My internet's not working. I think quarantine is really ruining it for me. Just the servers are being bogged down a lot, but we are back on lap number 21. We've missed out a large chunk of this race, but we are, for once, we are back in the lobby, and looks like it's had pretty bad effect on Sparks so far this race, but Gamer now leads the Grand Prix ahead of Vasta. Sam is also here. Hopefully I don't lose connection, but I believe I can rejoin anyways if I get invited back, so that is some help. As Cohen and Saab finally pull into the pits. They've been on these tyres since the very beginning of the Grand Prix, and they will fit the softs to now run to the end. I don't know about virtual safety cars or anything like that, but now it is.
Lonnie, I think, lost a car and span into the wall. Sector 3, he got too much to curb, and it put him in the wall. So that explains why they want a virtual safety car. Also explains why some people wait.
Oh, the big crash. Forbes, Wentic and Ferron all involved in an incident down at turn 3. And now that sees Tim Wenting out of the points where he was running. I didn't quite see what happened. I was on board with, I think, Saab. And then, yeah, it was all gone from there. But we'll have a look at the front. They're all separated by just under a second, I believe, as now Vasta Racer is closing in on the back of Gamer here. So, Sam, do you think Vasta will want to get a move on and overtake Gamer in the next couple laps?
Say again, sorry?
Do you think Vasta will want to get a move on and overtake Gamer in the next couple laps?
Well, he'll need to catch up, definitely, because obviously we know how much slipstream is and everything. I think Vasta Racer, so he's going to stick behind Gamer a little bit, because you've also got Kieski here as well, and Kieski actually probably is in a really good position here, because he actually is 3rd place, but he's got the least wear tyres here by 2 laps of Vasta Racer and 1 lap for Gamer. And although that doesn't mean much, towards the end, potentially, we could see Kieski with a better performance than the 2 drivers ahead of him. And obviously, 3/10 is not far behind. If he just sticks with these 2, he could turn out to be the winner, because, you know, the track and everything is so hard not to get a single warning around this track. Gamer doesn't have any penalties, but I think he's 1 warning away. I think that is the same for Vasta Racer as well. Kieski, on the other hand, I don't think he's got a penalty. He has got a penalty, unfortunately. Yeah, he's got 1 penalty, and I think he's 1 warning away. No, he's 2 warnings away from getting a 2nd penalty, so he needs these 2 to get a penalty. He needs to just keep with the top 2 right now.
But he's seeming to be doing a very good job. We've had one comment in the news stream from BDG Big C rooting on Kieski. Well, Kieski seems to be in the better position out of anyone. Further back, though, I think Louis is just hanging on to the back of Nathan at the moment. And that's going to be one battle to watch. And actually, we've got the blockade of MNT drivers stemming from 4th all the way down to 7th. I guess the sheer number that they have, you know, they've got, I think, 6 drivers in HTA Elites racing full time, so they really can turn up in dominant forces. Kieski holding onto the back. Vasta seems to have lost a little bit of time to Gamer at this moment in time.
He's just sticking behind at this point, Daniel, just waiting for the last sort of few laps to go in there. A lot of people are rooting on for Kieski right now, who is obviously right on the tail of these 2, and he may even go for a move on Vasta Racer, backs out of it there, but sticks right behind the Renault driver in front of him, and obviously Gamer leading the way by around 4/10 for Vasta Racer closing in again, but he's not in a rush right now to overtake Gamer, just going to sit behind him and just make sure he sticks with him.
Looks like there's a bit of battling going on behind between Cohen and Saab. This is for 8th position. Saab moves ahead of the Haas driver in at turn number 3. Pretty easy move. Now he's not got DRS to get away from him, but Cohen looks to be a little bit too far back, and that seems to be P8 solidified for Saab right now, so that is 8th and 9th for Saab and Cohen, as Gamer takes a 3-second time penalty. That's going to really hamper his chances of winning this Grand Prix. His teammates all the way down in 10th. It looks like he might have gotten involved in an incident of some sorts, because he's on fresh softs even though he started on the softs, so that is a real shame for him. We just about have over 10 laps to go. Now, Kiski's going to go up the inside into turn number 3. He's having a look at Vasta Racer. We're going to go on board with Vasta here. They're running side by side. It's medium against medium here. 2 laps fresh for Kiski, who's going to be braver on the brakes. Down the inside goes Kiski, but Vasta Racer's going to hold him around the outside. This is letting Gamer get away from these two, which is going to help him because he has time penalties. And now, coming into the double left-hander, Vasta Racer is going to pull ahead of the Alfa Romeo driver. Very good defense from Vasta there.
Yeah, Gamer probably benefit from that, but look at this, Vasta Racer's going to close in again on him here, and Kiski's kind of lost out a little bit to Vasta Racer there, but he's going to stick him right behind the Renault driver, who's going to close into him as well. And obviously with Gamer as well, I think now Kiski is trying to warn Vasta Racer he needs to pick up the pace a little bit. I want to win this race, he's basically saying to him. And obviously this Vasta Racer probably just sitting behind because he probably knows now that Gamer's got a penalty. And Vasta Racer is probably going to go for a move here on Gamer. It's an easy move down the inside here. What's Kiski going to do? Oh, it's close. And Kiski actually, I think, touches Gamer there a little bit. So he came back from a long way, but no worries there. The Alfa Romeo driver has got a much better exit than Gamer, and now he's going to go for a move here. Is he? No, he's not. He's going to hold off a little bit. But Kiski keeping with these two, significantly well driving from the BDG driver here. And Alfa Romeo now looking for good points as well, but his teammate Lonnie's not done him good because he's out of this race. But obviously MNT Louis 3 seconds behind in 4th place in the Ferrari. In terms of the teams, I think the best team running right now actually must be Renault.
Absolutely running 1st and 7th. It looks like no other team is really contesting with 2 drivers in the points. I think Williams and Mercedes are the only other teams to have both drivers in the points. There's no double McLaren point, and now here comes Gamer.
And Kiski. Oh, Kiski's been blocked off the track there. Vasta Racer saying no, you are not getting past there. A bit aggressive for Vasta Racer there. We're basically pushing him off the track there. No contact at all. Kiski had to back out of that immediately, and now he's got to chase him back down again. Vasta Racer sticking now behind Gamer. Gamer retakes the lead. It's all got to come down to the final lap. This battle is, I'm sure it is. Still got 8 laps to go though, so we'll have to find out. Louis has benefited off that from Kiski's attack on Vasta Racer. I was about to say mistake, but it wasn't really a mistake, was it? Because obviously he was closing in, and it was just a little bit of a moment between all 3 of them. 3 wides, very difficult into that second corner.
He was lucky to come away with his at least his front wing intact, let alone his wheels as well. He seems to be okay though, and that was very dangerous. He had to take to the grass. It was a closing gap, and it was just no room at the end for him. But now with DRS again, looks to be a little bit too far back. I think Ferran Racers had a spin in the 3rd sector. We're not going to watch that because Nathan's gotten past his teammate Louis. So the MNT drivers swapping around as now we go back on board with Kiski. This gap is not going to come down at all. Gamer still holds his lead, following from Vasta Racer, and Kiski, who gets a little bit deep on the brake, compromises his exit, and now he is following further behind Vasta than Vasta is following behind Gamer. We now have 7 laps to go in this Grand Prix. That's what we're coming up to, this time by the top 3, separated by 1/8 of a second. The gaps are so minimal in Formula 1 that you cannot predict anything. This can go either way for either 3.
I was sure if this was the final lap, we're now going on to the best place to be in right now, with arguably 2nd place. But who knows really, because Gamer has still got quite a significant gap away from Vasta Racer. Vasta needs to catch up with Gamer as much as possible right now, because he started to lag back a little bit. He's about 5 tenths clear. Look at Kiski coming very close and late on the brakes compared to the Renault in front of him. Gamer in first place, keeping a significant lead of around 6 tenths ahead to Vasta Racer. But look at Kiski just behind, he's 2 tenths behind here. And a good exit on the final lap could put him into contention through the first corner. Could put him into contention in this battle ahead, especially if it stays this close.
Sparks, you see at the bottom of the screen there, going fastest. He's made another pit stop, gone onto a fresh set of soft tyres, trying to go for the fastest lap. No points for him today, which I believe will be the first this season. A no points finish for Vasta, for Sparks, my mistake there. But this is going to definitely allow for Vasta to close in on the championship leader, who's he's not had the best of luck, Vasta. Last weekend, of course, but neither has Sparks. Sparks has always managed to pull through. We have 5 laps to go in this, or 6 laps to go in this Grand Prix. Is Vasta going to have a move? No, Kiski's going to go for it. Just cutting across there. Just cutting across the corner there.
I mean, the thing with Vasta Racer right now, if he knows, he doesn't need to worry too much about these two really at the moment, because he's obviously a 3-second time penalty for 2 of them, and that is not Vasta Racer. So Vasta Racer right now doesn't actually need to push. He's probably going to try and keep Kiski behind because he doesn't want to fall back positions or make a mistake with anyone. So I think he's going to sit in that second place for a long time, and he's in a very good position, a very firm position to win this race. And Gamer's going to have to push if he wants to win this race, but pushing away from Vasta Racer right now seems impossible on a track like this where streets are pretty much most of this track, and with that, obviously it's slipstream as well. Vasta Racer's just going to keep up.
Absolutely, he can just stick in the DRS and slipstream of Gamer and not have to worry about a thing, as at the moment provisionally he is winning this Grand Prix, but hopefully it will be a close one right to the end, unpredictable from the start. Well, I guess it's not really been unpredictable now because we know that Vasta doesn't have a penalty, so maybe if he picks one up that will change everything. Is now Forbes and Sparks both taking time penalties each, so they're both struggling right now. Forbes down in 10th, Sparks is down in 12th, and this at top 3 just keeping to themselves for now, saving up ERS. I say that Vasta is pushing. Well, he was in overtake mode, he's dropped down to none as we come around the last 2 corners to start lap 33. I really hope my internet can hold out for the last couple of laps, but I do promise you it's not normally like this. It's been acting up lately, and I've been losing connection to streams, but I guess this whole lockdown thing really increasing the latency, destroying servers. Talk Wi-Fi for you, I guess. As here comes Vasta Racer. It isn't going to make us sick there with his pumpkin helmet equipped on his head. You can see the stalk just poking out. Can Gamer hold him off to the line? Who's going to win on track? Right now, Vasta Racer is winning the race, as now Forbes has retired in the pit lane. He's going to have no more part of this Grand Prix. That promotes Mazina into 10th position, and Sparks is also going to retire. So 2 more casualties in this race.
When we look at this, Big C asked what are the penalty situations look like. Well, for Kiski, it's not too bad at all, really. He will continue and get the podium at the moment because I don't think Nathan's got a I think Nathan's got a penalty. Sorry. However, Vasta Racer right now is the only one without a penalty, I believe, in this fight for the lead. So if he does make a mistake, Vasta Racer could throw away a victory here. But right now, Vasta Racer keeping as cautious as possible, not really rushing anything on the Williams driver of Gamer here. But look at Vasta Racer maybe looking for a move now, and maybe he's going to get the move down the inside here. Good space here, but who's got the better exit? Looks like it's Gamer by quite a bit as well. Kiski just behind as well. Knocking on Vasta Racer's door. Vasta Racer going to the outside. Kiski also has to go to the outside. Is Kiski going to try and make the move stick around the outside? This will be an amazing move, and also a crucial move for Kiski. Is he going to move into second place if that was the case? doesn't, but he sticks behind Gamer. This is going to be an insane battle to the line for the last 3 laps in terms of on track here, Daniel. Maybe Vastoracer may win because of penalties, but at the moment, it looks like an amazing battle going into the last 2 laps.
Well, now the leaders have swapped over. It is Vasta following. Oh, Game has gone off wide. Is that going to invite Kiski to go up his inside? You bet he is. He's going to send it maybe into turn number 1. Here we are. Has he got the move done beforehand? Not quite. They make contact just from wheel to wheel action there. But now Kiski holds on, and this has allowed for Vasta to get away. And he is out of the DR race range of Kiski. That is crucial for Vasta Racers winning. Here comes Gamer around the outside. He's not got the traction. He's not got the grip to make the move done. And now we go on board with the Williams car. You can see the gap is beginning to open up, so that is Kiski ahead of CRG Gamer after a crucial error late on the brakes there, running a little bit deep, not quite being able to make the move stick there. It was a good little fight between those two as we are coming up to the final lap of the Grand Prix. Hold out, Talk Internet, hold out.
We do come to the final lap. Obviously Kiski 1.1 seconds behind. We can almost but say now Vasta Racers won this race, which is kind of lackluster, but this battle is still not off between Gamer and Kiski, because these two will actually be battling for second place here big time. I don't know about Nathan's penalties, and I'm not going to look. Marvin's made a mistake. He spun towards the back there, but this battle for second place right now between these two, and if I don't know about Nathan or Louis' penalties, but if they can close in, then maybe still be a chance for them guys to get a podium here. But Gamer looks pretty certain for a podium. Kiski looks like a good result in second place as well, and it looks very interesting for Vasta Racer, who has been caught up, but I don't think Vasta Racer really is worrying too much, and I think he's just going to relax a little bit more now, knowing that the driver's behind. We don't have have penalties, which they do have penalties now. Anyway, Gamer now 3 tenths behind. He'll need to do an amazing move if he wanted to pass ahead. Oh, he's almost lost the car there, and he's got a 3-second penalty for it. So that almost pretty much confirms Kiski gets second place in this race. So Gamer is in trouble now, because I don't think Nathan has that 6-second penalties that Gamer has. Maybe he doesn't even have any penalties at all. We'll find out in a second, but comes across the line is VSR Vasta Racer, who wins the Austrian Grand Prix in HTA. Kiski second, Gamer third. Is Nathan going to jump? Gamer, no he's not. Nathan in fourth, Louis in fifth. Kilcree coming home in sixth. He goes very wide there, and Kilcree will not be happy with that result really, but he does move up to 6th place. I think that's a decent result in my books. Cohen in 7th place as he comes home after a pretty okay race. Not really much action on to him. Saab in 8th, Marvin to 9th, and Messina, who was running high and dry, finishes 9th in the end and sends Marvin down to 10th. And here comes VLT Sam, who I've seen on the screen get penalties more than once or twice. It's been quite a few times actually. I've seen Sam get a few penalties, and I'm really happy with that. But he does finish in P11 and is the final finish for today. So what about that, Daniel? Then end of the race there, Gamer almost loses the car again, like he did in China. But this time he kept the car going. Almost lost it as he was pushing to keep on with Kiski, but Vasta Racer is the race winner, and he didn't receive a single penalty, which is a good achievement around a track like this. It's very difficult to go penalty free around this track, so well done to Vasta Racer for that as well.
Right, now I'm just going to do what I always do, go through the race director at the end of the race, just so stewarding is made that little bit easier for them. And we can have a look at all the penalties and warnings that people took. Kilcree only took... Oh, no, never mind. I thought he was only going to take 1 warning. Looks like everyone did get their fair share of penalties this Grand Prix. But I think we might be doing... we might be doing interviews this race. Which is what I think. And I think that was the last finisher. Was... Yeah, the last finisher was Sam, so gonna invite Kiski, Gamer and Vasta, the podium finishers for today's race. Right, so I've invited all of the podium finishers to the party. Hopefully they'll join, so we can get some interviews out. But if they don't join by, say, 10 past, I think we'll just call it the end for the stream. I wonder if anyone's going to join. But Sam, from you watched the entire race, so what did you think of it?
It's a very interesting race, especially when the virtual safety car came out. I wonder what happened with Sparks as well. I think he may have got caught up in the pits or something, but who knows.
Hello, welcome in. Congratulations for your podium. I don't know if anyone else is going to join, but we might as well just kick off the interviews. Keithke, you're finishing on the podium more regularly now, so do you think you can carry this momentum forward and maybe win a Grand Prix? It's good to hear. Sam, do you have any questions for him?
Well, one question I want to ask and everything. You just joined BDG recently, obviously a new team onto the F1 side now, and you were one of their signings and obviously one of the few signings. Do you think joining the team has actually inspired you more to keep up with drivers? Maybe you go a little bit more quicker, if you know what I mean. Because you were really with the top two today, and you could have won that race today. You kept with them, and what was going through your head when you looked at Gamer, for example? He had a penalty. What was going through your head when he had a penalty and he was in the same situation as you? Yeah, well, P2 isn't a... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're eager for one position up on that, really. You don't really want to be on that second step of the podium all the time. It sometimes gets a bit too repetitive. You want the next step, which is a race win, and I think that is coming your way very, very soon. You just hold on, sunshine, just wait until one of those races and you'll get it. Yeah. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Any questions for him, Daniel? Because there's not really much I could say, really.
Well, I've got no more questions, but once again, congratulations, Kiski, and I don't think the other two are going to join. No, so I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you for watching what there actually was of it, but I think next week Pucker will be back, and so we should have a full race on our hands without internet shutting off just midway through the race. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you